Hello everyone, it's Julie from Camelia Crafts Designs. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here today to make some cute little projects with some, plain papers, plain and interesting papers, but I'm going to make them a bit more interesting using some stamps and dies. Yeah, that was my uninteresting, and I don't want to call it boring, it's just plain, isn't it, and uninteresting. And all I've done is I've stamped over it with a large background stamp. As you can see, it's one that I got from Bbeads, and I'll also be using some dies to make the bases. I'm doing some cute little library type pocket things. Yeah, little faux postage stamp, because as you can see the dies are faux postage stamp shaped. I've not decorated that one, it could just be a little tuck. We could pop it in there to make the girls pop out a little more. Yeah, I've just made some sort of library pockets. I've used some existing word embellishments that I've made in a previous video. And yeah, just pop some Tim Holtz die cuts in. I've been going through my Tim Holtz die cut stash as I've been watching a video by Crafty Ali Creates where she'd done some gorgeous tags. And I'm going to have a go at them. And they've just been hanging about and I've not had a go yet. So this is what ended up happening to them. Right, I'll crack on and show you what I've done. I'm going to do some of the stamping first, then I'll cut. No, let's do some die cutting first. Yeah, I've gone ahead and pre-cut the big ones in my larger die cut machine because I don't want to have to zoom out and use it. I'm going to use my little baby one that I wouldn't do without, and I'm just going to cut. These are the dies. They come as a set of nesting dies. Whoops, all postage stamp shape. They cut absolutely lovely. And they're brilliant just for making some different looking embellishments, and you don't have to just make faux postage stamps with them, as you can see from what I've done. Right, I've got a piece. I'm using strips of the file folders that I buy because they're cheaper than card, and they're it's quite thin. I'd say it's about 160 GSM, which is perfect for our embellishments, because if we're layering things up we don't really want them too thick, do we? You've seen my butterfly junk journal, it's getting quite chompy. So yeah, it wants to be thick enough to be sturdy, doesn't it, but not so thick that. I'm going to run this through twice. It's an old and well loved die cut machine this. When I used my big electric one, once did the trick. So they cut really nicely, these. There we go. You've probably seen me have trouble cutting some dies on here. It's got a bit loose and baggy. Yeah, I think, yeah, some of you might, identify with that problem. I certainly do. Right, that's the dies out of the way. Now I'm going to bring my stamping platform in. I've already lined my stamp up on it because, as you can see, I've been using it. So that's just in there to stop any ink going onto my back plate. So we'll take that off. Yeah, so that's the die. It's a lovely large die. It measures, I think it's 5 inch by 5 inch. And this is what I've done with it. You've seen that one. I've then got a slightly different paper, still quite plain. I'll show you what it looked like. It's a piece from that lovely pack that Deborah sent me. But some of the backgrounds, they are a bit plain. So I'm jazzing them up. I've done a full stamp all over that one. That one, what I've done, after I'd stamped it once, it then leaves a little bit of ink on, doesn't it? So I've just re-inked in certain places on the stamp. So I've got lighter and darker stamp all over. That one, I've just inked certain places of the stamp up and got, only certain parts stamped. So I've gone ahead, I've got a few more bits cut out. I'll use that one. I've got these. I don't know what that'll look like. So what I'm going to do, if I take the cover piece, I think I might like that stamped over. So I'm going to give it a whirl, see what it looks like. If I don't like it, I'll turn over and maybe use that bit. So particularly for people who store the stamps and dies elsewhere than the packaging they came in, don't throw away those acetate covers. They can come in really handy. Right, you can like audition your stamp before you do it really. I'm using my VersaFine black onyx. You could use anything you wanted. I just felt black was nice for these. Oops, I've gone a bit mad inking, then I've inked some of the edges, but as I'm using my stamp platform, that's not going to be a problem. Right, I'm going to stamp all over this. And you can get a different, I'll just show you, you could get a partially stamped look by just pressing, using different pressure all over it on a stamp platform. I really like that. Yeah, I'm a happy bunny with that one. Really love it. It's toned the pink down a bit, hasn't it, as well, putting that layer of black over top. Yeah. I don't know that I'd like that one, though. Let's have a quick shufty at that. No, I don't think I would. Do you know, I think that's the one piece I like as it is, so I'm going to leave it. But that, I'm going to put some on there. I am. Not that side, that side. I don't like that side. Busy, I don't know. I can't make out what they are. It's not my most favourite piece of card. These are the packs I got from the works. Yeah. Right, I'm just going to stamp. Can you see I'm in shot? Yeah. I'm just stamping certain parts up this time. Perhaps over where there's a bit more writing. Yeah. And there. So I should get lighter and darker stamping. Because there's going to be a little bit of ink left on from my first stamping. And I've just put extra ink over certain parts. So, I've not got enough ink on there. You can just see the lighter ink, but I must have really got the ink off on that. So I'm gonna put more ink on. Not everywhere. I think to really show that effect of the different depths of ink, I need a plain piece. Oh, that's a bit better. I'm much happier with that one. Yeah. And I'm just going to do one more because I can. Right, these sheets I've got from a little, they were like A5 pads, and no way on earth would I ever use that. Just wouldn't. So I'm going to give that bottom half of it the stamping treatment. Yes, I did just trap my finger between my magnets. It did, yeah, it did hurt a little bit. There's not much chance my finger end is going to drop off, but never say never. And there we go. Because if you did want to just stamp parts, you could use this stamp in your hand or on a block. I just get really messy doing that. Oh yeah, loving. Well, I know I'm loving that because I've already done one in it. One of the pre-made ones I showed you was made using this card. I could then ink on that, but I'll do that after when I've cut it off. I find it easier. Right. I just pop that in there so I don't get ink on my background. So I'll pop that out it way. I'm not going to need that again this video. You stay there, mate. And I'm going to bring in these. Right, these are all pinky colours. I've just stamped that. I probably won't use it this video, but if I go back to the ones I've made, you see that bottom part, that is that, yeah? I just put it in a different way around and got a different part inked. So yeah. Right, let's make one. I think I'm going to make one of the larger ones because I can. I'm starting with a new fresh piece of paper. And I think I might do it two coloured this time. I could do the background in the rose. That rose is so lovely, I could save it for something else. Let's do this one. Oh, I always say I'll never kill myself making a decision. Right, I'm just going to place my piece of card on there. I'm going to use my pencil to mark it where I need to cut it. Then we haven't got to bother with pesky measuring. There we go. I know I had my pencil out, I'd covered it up with paper. So I'm just doing it inside where the dotted line is on the faux stamp. And I've got my little baby trimmer at hand, ready to use. Oh, should we cover that ink up? You know what a disaster I can be with me tools and gadgets. Right. Tell me I've not lost my pencil mark already. There it is. I've put my pencil mark to the bottom of this cutter. It seems to work better. I'll do the same again there. There we go. Yes, I thought I'd just heard my magnets stick. I'll pop them on my pin cushion that does have a metal ring. Right, so that's the piece I want for that. Oh, I don't need it full length because I'm going to make a pocket. Silly woman. I'll cut it off there. I can use that other piece for something else, then it could be used for a pocket. Leave the cutter out, you're going to use it, missus. Right, I'm going to go ahead and ink around these. Yeah, you can find all the details in the description below for Bbeads. There is also a coupon if you spend over a certain amount. It's quite a low amount as well. But they do have lots of other individual offers on the website. It is shipping from China, so you're not going to get things tomorrow. But I always think good things are worth waiting for. And the prices are quite fantastic. Ooh, literally a couple of pounds for these die sets. I will link them in the description along with Bbeads' website. I was like a kid in a sweet shop. If you saw my unboxing, you'll know that I was like, oh wow, look at all this gorgeousness that I could use. And I've got a million projects going around in my head of what to make with them. Right, there we go. So that's that. I'm going to make the pocket with this card. I think I want that one there with the flower on. I think it's pretty cute. Yeah, I'm going to use this thing that I cut off the bottom to let me know the width of the card that I need to cut. So I'm going to cut it down there. You could obviously measure it. Yeah, when I was in my perfection stage, I measured everything. I'm a little bit more, yeah, a little bit more chilled now. And I do a lot less measuring. But I still have to have that slight amount of perfection. I like to get it looking measured without measuring it, if that's a thing. It seems to be my thing. Oh yeah, I like that little pink flower showing up. I have made that slightly wide though, so I'm just going to cut a smidgen off the edge. My plastic guardrail's fallen off my Tim Holtz chopper. Must be on the floor somewhere again. Oh, that's lovely. I like that. You could put a little, yeah, one of them in. Little notch. One of them things I don't know what name of. Can't remember the name of. Can't pronounce the name of. Right. Whoops. Yeah, I stuck the back on with my collal. I'm going to go for my Anita's for this one. That's the top. So that's, I always hold it on the side. I don't want the glue when I have to glue 3 sides. Because it's very easy to glue the wrong sides. Well, it is for me. Whee. That's going to go on there. You could go to town with what you use these for. I just love the shape of them. The little postage stamp. Right, that's that. And I'm going to put a word on there. Let's get my box of pre-made things out. Done quite a few recently. I'm looking for one. Oh, what's that? Made my day. I think that's a good one to have with the people in. Do you know, we don't want nature or flora. think I did have another one out on my desk ready to use. No, I didn't. Oh, I like that. And I think rather than put that bottom, I might put it just there so that you see some of the writing and some of the little pink flower that I so much like. This is going on with your knitters. There we go. Oh, really like that. And then we'll pick some Tim Holtz people. I got all the pairs of people out. People pairs. Right, who fits in here? We've got, oh, look at that. We've got the mums and daughters that could be twins. I think I could like that one. I think that's it. I'm not even going to look through these because I've decided. It's not a bad thing when you choose the first one. But I really like that. So we've got that one, and that one. We've got a little trio in different colours. So that, it just is so easy, isn't it? Let's make, we'll make one, a little one to go in there, and we'll make a little one to go in there just as a little add-on. Show you how, well, you've seen how quick and easy it is. Yeah, you can transform things rather quickly using a few stamps and dies. You can also make embellishments very quickly when you've got the pre-made phrases and things already made up. Right, I'm going to use my pencil to mark this one again. I promise not to cut my fingers off. I know exactly where to put them. I'm being very careful, and I will find my guard people. Oh, it's like my mum turning a grave watching me do something like that. She lived through how accident prone I was as a child. Oh, spot on. There we go. Don't squeeze that so hard. I was squeezing that like it were me knitters, and you have to tickle this one out. You don't squeeze it like, yeah. Decorating a cake with icing that's been left on side drying out for 3 days. Well, 3 hours. I exaggerated there. There we go. I mean, you could further decorate that. It's all up to you. There we go, let that dry. And this teeny tiny one, this is going to be precious, isn't it? I'm doing this one. Do you know, I've used that little flower now, but that would have looked so cute on one of these. So I'm looking for another scrap. I'm going to use one of these pink scraps that I've got to pop on there. That's just the teeniest, isn't it? I might even risk using scissors on this one. I don't think I can cut something this small in my chopper. Maybe if I had one of my little trimmers out. I'll do this way. That should work. But as for the other way, I don't think there's any way I'm going to get that in my chopper. Oh, I've got a bit of pencil mark on from cutting that off. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Teensy tiny. Be brave, woman. Use your big scissors. You can put some marks on to help you out. In fact, it's just below that line, so I'm going to let that line guide me. As you can, other side of that was just not very nice. I would not have used it in a double-sided fashion anywhere at all. Yeah. I'm going to pop this one on with knitters. It might slide around all day and never settle if I use my collal. You still get a bit of wiggle time with knitters. Whee. Cute. Do you know, I've just had another cute idea for this. I'm going to get my corner chomper. I'm going to chomp a hole in it. Don't be all like, eek, she's putting holes in things, because I can. It's not, it won't ruin it, honestly. There's a hole. I'm going to use an eyelet. I'm going to use a silver one for a change, as I now have a new source of silver eyelets that work lovely, and I mean lovely. As well as the eyelet, they have the little metal washers at the back that give that lovely professional finish. Look at that. How nice is that? It needs squeezing a bit harder. My handle's coming off again. My rubber handles are always sliding off my crocodile. That's better. Oh, I do like that. I'm going to put the hole in this one with the teeny tiny hole chomper. Oh, cuteness. Just cuteness. And I can fasten it with string or wire or anything. I'm going to grab some super fine twine. Where's my super fine twine? This is about the finest I've got. I could have done this with them all. It just came to me now in this moment when I was decorating that super teeny tiny one. It needs to go the other way. I'm not putting an eyelet in this because I still have not found a source of teeny tiny eyelets that work. The ones I've got, and I've bought big brands, I'm not going to list them, they just don't work. End of. I think it'd look nice put on with a length of ball chain, but I'm not going to start messing with ball chain at the end of a video. I think it looks cute enough with string. I could put a little charm on as well. That'd look sweet. I'll just cut some of that off. There we go. Right, I'm going to leave it there. I did promise you this one was a quick video, and I think I've held up my end at bargain just about. Going off on tangents, making other things. So I'm going to pop that in there. And I think they need a bit of colour, so I'm going to pop the blue one behind them. Yeah. Have I just made one for them? Have I got one hanging about? Yeah. Pop that behind them. I think they look super cute. I really do. Just with a few plainer looking papers and some stamps and dies. So yeah, if you're interested in those stamps and dies, everything's in the description box below. And yeah, that's me. I will see you on my next video later today, which is my butterfly junk journal. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.